Lifting an opponent off the ground proves who is the dominant male. Once a male has proven his superior strength, the losing beetle rapidly exits the scene. Today is a special day for Pirate. It's the first outing for the beetle he hopes will be the champion of this year's Kwangbang, the beetle that will allow him to retain his title as master trainer.
สีแดงมานี่ This is a red lion.
Red Lion has all the hallmarks of a winner: long legs, crooked hands, and a fighter's instinct. A diet of freshly squeezed sugarcane helps fuel Red Lion's body for the fights ahead. He also has another advantage over Pirate's other beetles. He responds well to the whirl that trainers use to control their fighters during battle. By dictating the direction the beetle takes with his whirl, a good trainer can maneuver his beetle into a winning position. Pirate is confident Red Lion will have great success at this year's Kwang Festival. But the stakes are high. Over the past few seasons, a new rival has emerged, a young trainer determined to take Pirate's crown. This year's festival is shaping up to be more than just a battle of the beetles. It's a fight between the old guard and the new order. It's the day of the first fight. As Pirate makes his way to the arena, so does his arch-rival, Man. Man has a reputation as a great trainer in the making, although he's never beaten Pirate. Last season, he came close. This year, his eye is squarely on the prize. This informal match will allow each rival to get the measure of the other's beetle, and hopefully provide a psychological edge for the approaching Kwangbang. Friends have gathered for the fight, but before the showdown begins, the beetles must be enticed into fighting. Inside the pole is a female beetle, her back exposed through a small hole. The beetles are encouraged to inhale her scent as it spurs the males into combat. The desire for sex gives them the motive to fight. Red Lion's opponent is King Kong. The sound of the whirl excites the beetles for the fight. Fights can last for as long as an hour, with up to 12 rounds. The round is awarded to the beetle that lifts his opponent off the pole. The beetle that wins the most rounds wins the match. King Kong's managed to win a few rounds, but Red Lion makes his comeback. He flips King Kong off pole and claims victory. Red Lion didn't have it all his way though, and Man is encouraged by King Kong's performance. A couple more weeks of training and he'll be well and truly ready for the Kwangbang. Beetle fighting is not just confined to Lana, Thailand's rural outposts. It's a tradition that's just as much at home in the... While the rural trainers like Pirate maintain the authenticity of the sport, the city version has less to do with custom and more to do with commerce. Here in Chiang Mai, beetles can be big business. A proven winner can carry a price tag of $200. the equivalent of a month's income for most households in Thailand's north. Yet the money a champion can win can easily pay off such an investment. Rightly or wrongly, this new breed of trainers believe that modern-day training techniques improve their beetles for battle. Flying strengthens their bodies. Swimming builds stamina. Running sand sharpens their claws. Preparation is one thing, but if you don't have a killer instinct, if you can't cope with the roar of the crowd, the psyching out by your opponent, you might as well stay out of the ring. Thailand has a long and proud history of martial combat, including its homegrown martial art, Muay Thai, more commonly called Thai boxing. In fact, beetle fighting is much in common with Thai boxing. Most of the rules and regulations are the same. Both boxers and beetles are matched weight for weight. And just about any part of the body is fair game, both as target and weapon. Thai boxing and beetle fighting have an uneasy existence due to their association with illegal betting. Buddhist Thailand has a strict policy on gambling. It isn't allowed. Back in the 1980s, because of the gambling connection, the government moved to outlaw beetle fighting. Those found in possession of fighting beetles were forced to hand them over. Even children caught playing with the insects were punished. Often, tiny claw marks on their hands gave away the fact they were fighting beetles secretly.
พักวันเธอมัวแต่เล่นกวางอยู่ไหนลองท่องสุกุล
Recently, though, the rules have been relaxed, and rather than forbidding the sport, the government is now encouraging people to keep the tradition alive. Fighting beetles in the school playground is now more popular than ever. The annual Kwang Fighting Festival, the Kwang Bang, plays a key role in keeping the flame of beetle fighting burning. Each September, beetle lovers gather from all over Thailand to celebrate what is perhaps the greatest insect party on the planet. This year's Kwang Bang is shaping up to be the biggest festival ever. With only 1 week left before the festival, Man is coming under pressure. He feels this is his best chance to prove once and for all he has what it takes to win the title. But he's not alone. With the festival approaching, everyone's looking for a champion to train. Outside his mechanic shop, Man makes a buck on the side by selling beetles to aspiring trainers. It also gives him a good chance to assess his competition. Man gives the buyers advice and helps them choose fighters that have a sporting chance.